So, Shannon, are you surprised that he said this?
No, I'm not surprised that he said it, but I vehemently disagree with his assessment of this. The last time we saw Kevin Durant, he lost to Game 7 on his home court. LeBron James was unhealthy in the playoffs. I don't know how Kevin Durant got to jump Giannis. Kevin Durant won one game when after Kyrie got hurt and a hobbled James Harden. KD won one game. One. Now, if he had gotten this team to the NBA Finals without Kyrie or hobbled James Harden, okay, now we're going to talk. Now I'm going to have an open and honest conversation about who's the best player. And I'm not so sure I wouldn't say Kevin Durant. But why are we so dismissive of Giannis? Did we not see what he did in Game 7 against Kevin Durant? 40, 13, and 5. He had 30 points in 6 of the 7 games. You people realize he did average 30, 13, and 5 for the entire playoffs, shot 57% from the floor. He was just 35, 13, and 5 in the finals. In the closeout game, had a 50-piece. Really? What the problem that I have with people being dismissive of Giannis, they were like, man, Shaq was so dominant. Giannis ain't got no talent. No, he cannot shoot the ball like Kevin Durant or Steph Curry. He's not skilled at handling the ball like a James Harden or Kyrie Irving. He's just dominant. And we used to reward that when we liked the player. Now, all of a sudden, we don't like Giannis. He's as dominant as Shaq when I told you that. Yes, he is. These are the kind of numbers that Shaq put up in the NBA Finals. Exactly what Giannis did. Giannis is the best player currently.
Is he? Wait, are you saying Giannis is better than LeBron?
What part didn't you get? The part
I didn't get any of that. You've never said that.
Giannis is currently, I'm all about updating your resume.
Really?
LeBron James is going to have to update his resume. Remember when they came out, what did they say? I think they said something about it was KD and Giannis. Okay, LeBron was the third best player behind KD and Giannis. And you remember what he put out on his social media? Wash King, just add more fuel to the fire. So he absolutely cares. He absolutely listens. He putting that time in. Right now, he off the Italy. He did a little wine sipping, getting his mind right.
No, you got to be careful over there. This COVID's out of control.
He in an isolated situation. Just him by himself. And everybody get tested.
Okay.
But anyway, back to my original schedule.
Quarantine when you get back.
Back to my original schedule thoughts. Giannis is the best player currently in the NBA.
How can you say Giannis is the best player when he's not even the closer for his own team? It's preposterous to me.
Don't matter.
How can you say Giannis is the best player when in playoff series after series after series over the previous 4 years, we saw teams build a wall against Giannis and just take him completely out of the game?
Yes.
Right? How can we say he's the best player when he has no answer to the wall because he has no mid-range jump shot?
Where was the wall at this year?
Well, that's a great question that you should ask Monty Williams because he was the first coach in all of Giannis's playoff runs who said, you know what? I've got a young 7-footer named DeAndre Ayton, and he can take Giannis head up, solo coverage, singling up, one-on-one, and I will take Giannis out of the game. And guess what happened? Those numbers happened.
Yeah.
And it's on Monty because DeAndre Ayton had no chance against Giannis.
Well, he did average 32 and 13 against KD and the Nets. So where was their wall?
Well, all I know is I keep telling you, KD did not have Kyrie. He had a shell of James Harden, who was actually a liability for that team because he couldn't run a lick and couldn't run a fast break.
That's what
one fast break, he got the ball, and it looked like he had a step, and he had to just stop and let everybody go by him because he couldn't run.
That's where the best player on the planet takes over.
He did.
Says, I got this.
He had masterpiece efforts in Game 5 and Game 7. Two of the all-time great all-around games I have ever watched any NBA player play this side of Michael Jordan.
And then what happened?
And what happened? He made one of the great clutch playoff shots ever, and his toenail was on the three-point line. And if it's not, if it's 1/10 of an inch back, we're having a different conversation because Giannis has to go home. That's what happened. And then in overtime, it took Chris Middleton making the shot to win the game. Not Giannis.
Oh, Giannis got it started.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, but your guy went
he always gets it started, but he can't close
that
it.
Masterpiece, the masterpiece that your guy was painting, Giannis came behind him and poured a whole bucket of paint right on top of it.
Did he? Okay.
I've
never seen anybody play a better game where he played the whole game.
Lost.
Played 48 minutes. I don't
Skip,
know
why
how
you do that? Skip, you can't do that.
Let's get back to our man, KP, Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
We've had him here on the show in the past.
I love Perk.
We know him. We know Perk. We know what he's all about. He is simply the biggest LeBron James defender and apologist this side of Shannon Sharpe.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, he is. He just is. He's at least in your league when it comes to LeBron. And he knows LeBron, and he obviously played with and for LeBron. So I get that, and I respect that. I honor that. But it also makes me wonder about, is there some ulterior motive here?
Because, but there you go.
Well, no, I want to know. What's the psychology of this? Suddenly he's just flipped on LeBron.
Skip,
and he's saying, it's over. It's time.
No, Skip.
Go home.
He said, no, that's not what he said. He said after 19 years, it's about damn time somebody took the throne.
It's about damn time somebody dethroned King James.
But
he said it happened. And you're 19, it happened.
It ain't about so what ulterior motive did it have?
And Kendrick did play with Kevin for quite a while in OKC. He saw it up close and personal, and his conclusion is, I still say to this day that Kevin Durant is the best player in this league because he is the best offensive player that this game has ever seen. I can't go that far, but this is his point. And he doesn't get enough credit for what he brings on the defensive side.
He ain't close to Giannis defensively.
Okay.
Let's just start with that. He's not close to Giannis defensively.
Well, Giannis is not close to him offensively.
No, that's not true. He can't shoot the ball like Kevin Durant, but the numbers are right there. Skip, this is what I don't get, and I need somebody at home. Y'all help me if I'm wrong. When have we seen a guy win one game without his two stars, then get rewarded for beating the Olympics when you got the best players on your squad? Now, all of a sudden, if you win the Olympic gold medal, that goes into whether you're the best player on the planet.
You think Team USA would have won the Olympics without Kevin Durant? You know and I know, no.
All I know is
as you told me going into the Olympics, all those teams are so much better.
They are better. That don't mean they're better than us. They are better. Because guess what? They play basketball now. It's not like 92 when you had like 4 or 5 players sprinkled out on the other 30 teams. Now you got 2 or 3 guys on every team, although they're not to the level of everybody that's on the NBA roster, on the Team USA. But, Skip, I've never seen anything like this. Kevin Durant won one game without Harden being his best and without Kyrie. One game. He didn't even get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, beat Giannis.
What do you mean he won one game?
Once Kyrie got hurt in Game 3, he won Game 5. Kevin Durant won Game 5. Didn't win another game. He had Game 7 on his home court. Giannis went to his house. He didn't knock on the door. Kevin Durant heard him walking. He kicked the door in and Kevin was looking through the peephole. 40, 13, and 5 on his head in your building.
Did Kevin Durant have Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday?
The best
riding shotgun?
Whoa.
Shotgun? Because I'm talking about shotgun.
Just a second. When I tried to make this very argument with you, with Kevin Durant, when he had Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and Draymond riding shotgun, you said it didn't matter. You said it did not matter.
You said it didn't matter because you were the one who told me that after your team came back from 3-1 down, that Draymond fled into the parking lot with his cell phone trying to call Kevin Durant crying, saying, you got to come save us.
He did.
He came, the whole team went to recruit him in Southampton on Long Island on July the 4th so that he would come and save them, and he saved them twice in a row. 2 more rings they won, and he was the MVP finals. That's all you need to know. Period. End of story.
See what you did?
Best player on planet.
Well, if he's
not close.
Well, if he's best player on the planet, he got to get by Giannis. All he got to do is get by Giannis, and then I can confirm that.
Well,
but he didn't get past
your whole team. You lose 2/3 of one of the great trios in history.
Hold on, time out. Wait a minute. LeBron lost 2/3 of his. You said LeBron should have beat Golden State.
No, well, I did because he had him down 2-1 in his house.
Okay, what about
you? Tell me he's the GOAT. I have never said Kevin Durant was the GOAT one time.
Best player on the planet. Best player on the planet can't be up 3-1 and lose. The best player on the planet can't be up 2-0 and lose. Your guy was up 2-0 and lost. He lost a Game 7. How many Game 7s has LeBron lost on his home court? How many?
Well, he lost a Game 4 to Kevin Durant that no one should have lost. If you're that guy, if you're that GOAT.
But you see, Skip, what you do, if you're that guy, You don't lose. LeBron, that guy, you can't lose. Kevin Durant, well, he ain't have this. Well, he ain't have that. His shoe was too big. No, we don't do excuses here. Giannis went to his house, like you told me Kevin Durant did to LeBron, went to his house, beat him 40, 13, and 5. What more can the man do?
If you ask 30 GMs right now, for 1 year, just next year, you want Giannis or KD, you know it'd be 30-0 on Kevin Durant because they know he is that guy.
As a matter of fact, any of the 30 GMs up here talking, it's me and you. And I want Giannis Antetokounmpo, a.k.a. Greek feet.
You want him at the free throw line late in games?
Guess what?
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm sitting with my wife, Ernestine, in the Olympics. The gold medal game is getting tight, and I said, watch what happens. Kevin Durant will run to the basketball as they inbound on the far end. Like, give me the ball and get out of the way because I'm going down to the free throw line. They're going to foul me. Dame Lillard had just gagged 2 straight free throws. He's not that guy. And Kevin said, I got this. And he goes down there and stands by himself at the free throw line. LeBron's worst nightmare. And he swishes both of them, and it's gold. That's who he is. You want to talk about clutch? You want to talk about a clutch shot at the end of that Game 7 regulation?
How many gold medals do you think they've given out in Olympic basketball? How many finals MVP? They started giving out the finals MVP in 1969. Jerry Worth won it on the losing ball club.
Okay.
How many gold medals?
Your point is what?
My point is they give those gold medals out. A bunch of people got them. Ain't a whole lot of people got finals MVP. And my guy got that this year against your guy. Beat your guy in his house. How you lose in your house? They say a dog will fight harder in his own backyard. Your man gave up.
I hear somebody leaving one bandwagon for another one, and I am shocked by this because I hear Shannon Sharpe.
This is not about LeBron.
He's no longer Shannon Sharpe. He is Giannis Sharpe.
No. This is not about LeBron.
You're on Team Giannis now. LeBron, are you watching? Maverick, are you watching? Rich, are you watching? Randy, are you watching? This man has turned on you on national TV.
No, this was not about LeBron. Is he the best player? The question was, has Kevin Durant passed? Is Kevin Durant the best player? No, Giannis is the best player going. He the hottest thing out.
The truth is, I don't trust either one of you or Kendrick Perkins because Kendrick Perkins knows enough. He does not cross the king. He does not cross the king.
Giannis is a CLB. That's what Giannis is.
I think
Kevin Durant is Donda.
Kendrick Perkins is playing into the new narrative, wash king. He's just trying. I know Perk, he's probably telling LeBron off air, away from social, I got your back. I got your back. I'm just trying to motivate you, right?
You heard what Drake said. He gonna keep that thing a buck. Call him Giannis.
No. I think you are legit jumping on Giannis's bandwagon because you see the end of the king.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give that man his flowers right now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give the man his flowers currently.
You're attempting to discredit and derail the Kevin Durant Express right now. And you can't.
Hold on. I'm not saying Kevin Durant is not great. I'm not saying that. But I just don't understand. If Giannis, the way you did LeBron, Kevin Durant went to his house, beat him, won the championship, finals MVP, he's the best player. Giannis did the exact same thing to KD. But KD gets to keep the crowd how?
Chris Paul said after Game 2 of the finals, we have just got to find some way to build that wall. That's what he said. It was a message to his head coach who did not listen.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What did the Nets do? Because he was 32, 13, and 5 against the Nets. So did they build a wall and drop to 40, 13, and 5 in Game 7? So what wall did they build?
They just think Kevin's just better than he is, and they'll just figure it out.
Maybe they built a wall and brought a ladder for Giannis to jump over it. All I know is Giannis got the job done on the road. We know what the hostile environment of a Game 7 on the road in his building. Did it to him. Did it to him one more time. Once is never enough. You remember that song, Skip? Old Captain.
Yeah, Captain Tennille. I can't believe you would ever listen to a Captain Tennille song. I am dumbfounded by that.
I love the Cap.
Shannon Sharpe.
The Cap.
Shannon, you have lost. You know in your heart of hearts.
Lost what, Skip?
Kevin Durant is the best player on the planet. I've been trying to tell you that for 3 years.
Okay, well, help me
and
understand.
finally, everybody's coming over to my side. I told you.
The guy was first team All NBA, first team All Defense. He's Finals MVP. I don't know what more you can ask. He's just come. I mean, he's a 2-time regular season MVP. He's only one Finals MVP around Kevin Durant now. He's a Defensive Player of the Year.
50% free throw shooter.
He could be 10.
No closer.
Averaging and think about that. He's shooting 50% from the floor and giving you 28 and 14.
Yep. I get Perk. There's ulterior motive going on
Ain't no
here.
ulterior,
I don't get you. You're just so angry about Kevin Durant. It's hit you right between the eyes. You finally said, I got to give up on LeBron. I got to defend Giannis.
No, Skip. This is not about giving up on LeBron. You got to update your resume. LeBron got hurt. LeBron is in the lab. LeBron will come back. Those words, you will rue the day that you ever cheered, that you ever uttered something blasphemy about this man's name.
LeBron will come back from the locker room after he left with 5 minutes left in Game 5 at Phoenix when they're getting blown out, and he said, I can't associate with this mess anymore. I'm going to the locker room. Will he come back?
At least LeBron came back. I know somebody after up 3-1, he left the team completely.
I don't know who you're talking
you
about.
know who I'm talking about.
I don't.
Up 3-1. And we're enjoying the very team.
Oh, that guy. Well, that guy was stuck with the guy you're now stuck with, Russell Westbrook.
All I'm scared.
Kevin said, I can't win with him.
You see what you try to do? What you try to do, you talk about, oh, I'm hating on KD. No, I'm just highlighting Giannis. That's it. Ain't no hate. Kevin Durant is good.
It won't work.
Kevin Durant is historically, transcendently good.
Yep.
But y'all make it seem like Giannis fettuccine, like he's stir fry, and he is not.
Who you want at the late game free throw line?
Giannis ain't gonna let it get there. Giannis ain't gonna let you get to the late game free throw.
Well, if it does get there, you better have Chris Middleton at the line. That's all.
Y'all had a lead in the fourth quarter. Remember, y'all had the lead, and Giannis walked y'all down in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then in overtime, what'd he do? What happened in overtime?
I'm ashamed for you.
Ashamed of what?
You've given up the king for Giannis.
No, I ain't giving up no king.
Yeah.
No, I ain't giving up no king. You keep talking about the best player. I say Giannis is the best player. He is right now. You got to update your resume. Everybody update your resume. That's what you do. Hey, you don't get to live off for 10 years. That's what you try to do because you still holding on to those championships. There have been several other people.
Yeah. Giannis has more holes in his game than Wisconsin cheese.
That's okay. Yeah. Guess what? So can you imagine if he wanted to fill in just one of those holes? Yeah. What you want the man to average? 35 and 15? You want him to be Wilt, huh? Because that's what you're headed for. If he patch one hole, the free throws, if he shoots 35% from the three, you want the man to average 35 and 15 a night. Is that what that's what you're asking for, Skip? Then he'd really be unstoppable.
It's a nice try.
It's a nice try. He did that.
You lost again.
He
did
that. Who got the man still got the trophy in Greece. He let everybody hold. He let Rachel niggas say, you're a part of this. Everybody holding it. As a matter of fact, if I go to Milwaukee, he might let me hold it.
Now he would, for sure.
Carry this energy to the next one because I have a feeling you guys are going to have a lot to say.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.